Adam Small here again from MyMusicMasterclass, and today we have yet another review for you. Donner sent us their newest travel guitar, the Hush I Pro, which we're going to try out today. For those of you who watch our channel, you may have seen our other Donner travel guitar reviews. We checked out both the others in this series. So the Hush I and the Hush X, you can check those out if you haven't to get a sense of how it compares to this guitar. Now, before we get to this review, let's do the disclaimer, which we always do on this channel. Donner did send us this Hush I Pro guitar in exchange for the video review you are watching right now. But they didn't coach us in any way or tell us what to say. We are always unbiased. This review will be unbiased as well, and let's get to it. So, I'm not gonna do this review myself today. Instead, I'm gonna send you over to my colleague in Los Angeles, Jake Moses, who's an amazing guitarist and he's done reviews for us on this channel before. All right, sending this over to Jake.
This is the Donner Hush I Pro acoustic electric. It is basically a travel guitar. Don't confuse it with the Hush X, which is the electric. These have acoustic strings. These strings I think are 11s. I honestly wouldn't go to 12s. I think the 11s are a pretty good fit for this kind of thing. These are the strings that came with it. Wasn't as easy to play when I first got it. But then again, I've been playing nylon guitar, so I'm used to the thick neck. This is a pretty small, thin-ish neck, and it's like a junior scale. I think it's 628 millimeters, like 24.7. So yeah, I think that's like a junior scale. And you know, you're getting 20 frets. Pretty nice and clean. Not bad. Obviously the Hush X is like easier to play. It's an electric, it's just softer. I did adjust the truss a little bit, and they give you directions in the booklet, which is pretty cool. It comes with two tools for the truss rod, which is right here. I give it a couple cranks to the right. I did it kind of in spurts. I did like half a turn, tuned it, played it for a little while. You gotta break it in for a little bit. You don't wanna just like crank the neck. But it definitely helped. It made the guitar a lot softer feeling, and it's still not fully broken in. Once I break in these strings more, I think it'll be even easier to play. The tuner situation is kind of crazy. There's this little tool, it's essentially just a key, and you can loosen these pegs to tune, but you really can't tighten it with your hands, so you gotta kind of use this. So that gets a little confusing because, you know, you gotta like pick it there and do it here. There's a tuner on screen, which is great. We'll get to that. But it's definitely not gonna be easy if you're gigging and you're trying to tune on the fly. This comes in a metallic white, which is this. It also comes in like a more natural wood color. I went with the white because it's a pretty cool color to have to your collection. So I do not have anything like this. Obviously the same design as the other ones. You have these that come out. They're easy to put in. It fits in the case all nice and snug, and it's pretty comfortable. They really kind of, I feel like they ergonomically like did good research, and it's pretty comfortable. This thing weighs 2.2 kilograms. It's very light. Obviously that's important with a travel guitar. They call the body design like a resonance free. So it's actually like, it's very quiet in the rest of the world. So again, this guitar is designed for essentially headphones in and just like practicing while you're out and about. And you're not going to bother anybody. You're not going to hear that, you know, when people are like practicing on an electric guitar or something like that. You can hear it, but it's just annoying. This is less with the resonance-free body design. So I think that's kind of cool. Another thing that's pretty cool is the USB. It's a USB-C charged. So it's just like charging your phone, which I think is awesome because I do not like batteries. When it's charging, it's red, and when it's ready, it's green. So it's super straightforward. I love that. So stuff like that, I guess what they call like a USB OTG, is like, for example, you can use it as your audio source. So if I were to go in this USB-C to my iPhone, I could use that. That becomes the audio source for my camera, which is kind of rad. If you're doing like Instagram and TikToks, you just go straight in and you're getting a direct signal. Now that will sound like this, which is the digital side of this guitar, which I'll kind of explain in a minute. But there's also like, without any of that, it would just be bypassed. Super dry. It's just like direct signal. So that's usually what you get if you'd like do something like that. But because this has a whole like IR just simulation, there's a ton of options and built-in effects. So it sounds pretty sweet, and you could do a lot of stuff with it, which we'll do later. It doesn't work with my Androids. I have a Google Pixel. It works and it picks up the audio source like no problem, but it's distorted. So I feel like they'll have like firmware updates to fix that. But again, like everything, it goes to iPhone first because they always get first dibs on cool stuff. On their website, it's on sale for $419.99. I think you could do like a coupon that brings it down even more. The original price list is like $499.99. So that's $500. You're getting this whole system. Again, all built-in effects. You get really great in-ear headphones, which I love from like the Hush X. I always talk about that when I mention this to my friends, but like that's a pretty big deal to just get a pair of decent musician like in-ears that have drivers in them. They sound great. I mean, you're not getting like ear molds, but they are still way more comfortable and they sound way better than you're getting with like iPhone earbuds and all that stuff. You're getting cloths, you're getting, your cables, all the stuff that comes in the bag, you're getting straps. And the case itself is really cool. I love like the 2-layered thing. The body kind of goes at the bottom, and then the top has this for the bars. Everything kind of comes apart, and it's just a great little case. I love that thing. Let's check out how the menu works. You have the select like slider, so you could bypass. Then you can go into your whole digital settings, which you have all presets you can mess with. There's 18 of them. Then you have your value, which is whatever you select, your value is gonna be able to adjust it. So in this case, it's the volume. Then you have your double press save. First menu is the multi, so you're going to get your overdrive, compressor, and booster. Second is your modulation. That's your chorus, phaser, tremolo, flanger, and auto wah. Then you have your delay, which is going to be your analog, echo, dual, tremolo, and lo-fi. Then to your reverbs, we got room, hall, spring, cloud, and shimmer. Then the really cool one, the IR, which is sort of like simulated guitars, kind of amp sounds. And you can also import your own. So it has a bunch of empty slots, which is pretty awesome, I think. Also, if you hit the Bluetooth button quickly, it sets things back to default. Here's your EQ. This is all pretty straightforward. You use the value and select to kind of go around what you need to do. And then lastly, you go all the way over and you get your tuner. So this is the overdrive. You can rock it to 100. Might as well. Here it is at 50. It's actually kind of cool. Here's your compression at 100. You can hear it in there. It's really kind of pushing it. Getting that sustain. Let's go to like 50. And I have reverb on, so you're kind of getting a lot of it. Boost. That's 50. Now let's go to the mods. So here's a chorus. I'm not going to go to 100. Let's just do 50s because these are going to get wild. It's just a very digital effect. Let's do the phaser at 50. Set your phaser to 50. Oh yeah. I wonder how that would sound at like just a hint. That's 25. Here's a tremolo. It's kind of like compressing the whole thing. Makes it more manageable. So yeah, the value is going to be the speed. That makes sense. So this is like 20, and this is 100. Makes sense. I dig that. Flanger. Here's a 20. Ottawa, oh boy, this is 100. Let's try 50. Let's go to the delays. Let's do the analog. All right, so that's 56. Here's 100. Let's do echo at 50. Let's go to 100 on the echo, buddy. No, that's gonna get out of control real fast. Dual. Let's go to 50 on dual. Next one is tremolo. We kind of, whoa! All right, so this one's way different than the other one. What is up with that? Let's go. That was 0, so let's go to 50. Maybe this is like the alien tremolo. Lo-fi. Oh, very nice. 50. go to, reverbs. Right now I have it on 20. You've been hearing that. That's the room reverb. This is the hall at 20. Spring. Ooh. Bring that up to like 58. Then there's a cloud reverb at 20. That's kind of cool. Shimmer. Now we get into the whole like tone simulation thing. I think they call it the legendary tone simulation. So right now I have it on 100%. That's essentially like your bypass signal and your fully digital IR. Type GA. Then a J. GA. J. MN, D, the KOA, this is the OM. Ooh, that's weird. These are fun because like I feel like every time you mess with them, you're gonna like one better than the other, and it's gonna switch all the time. I like this one right now. This is RB. This is C1S. So essentially just like anything, like any effects pedal, you go through, you set what you want. There's little check marks that you can kind of see what effects are on there. You go, you change your effects, and then you hit save and save again, it'll save it. And you could switch through all of them right here, just like a pedal board. And then just like right away, you can always use the air boost and tone boost. The air boost is kind of like the low end god, which is huge for an acoustic guitar. Get a nice full sound. It's like, 3/4 of the way. Then you have the tone. You bring the brights out more. Or take them way down. So that's controlling your high ends. Like middle is nice. So you see you're getting like nice low end, you get nice high end. Then of course your master volume. Now we got Bluetooth, which is pretty cool. I hope they do more with it. I was kind of hoping you can throw it on and like hook to a speaker. So say you're at like a party and you just bring this thing, you hook into their like sound bar or something like that at their TV, and you can just like start rocking out and it comes out of the speaker. That would be kind of cool. But I think for now, it's mostly like to play along and practice. So let's see if this works. So you can go Bluetooth my phone, go here. Let's see what we got. Pair new device. Let me hold this down. See if it comes up. Wow, right away. That was very fast. Pretty awesome, and it was very quick. So that's the Bluetooth thing. The no resonance thing. I mean, obviously you're gonna hear it like a little bit, but you're not gonna hear it too much.
All right, we're back here, and thanks so much to Jake for doing an awesome and detailed review of the Hush-I Pro. So Jake really did an in-depth review here, so I don't have a lot to say. That being said, this is really a travel guitar, right? It's portable, it's made for travel, you can hop on a plane, this thing is tiny, you can pack it up into whatever you need. You can practice silently, either in a hotel room or just silently if you don't want to bother someone that's right next to you. In that case, this thing really excels. With all the built-in effects and the headphone amp and the Bluetooth capability, this is a really, really cool practice tool, especially if you're on the go and you need to be very quiet. So to wrap this whole thing up, I hope you found the video helpful. If you liked it, please like the video with the clicking thing. Add a comment if you have any questions or comments, and we'll see you next time.